Be sure to use code Modix for any purchase on the Epic Games Store to help support the channel. Thank you so much and enjoy the video.
Hey, what's going on, guys? Modix back here with a brand new video, and in today's video we are going to be looking at map 2 season 2, seeing our thoughts and first reactions to this new update. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. We're gonna have a ton of videos being released on this season 2 update, and yeah, I appreciate you all for watching. So first off, I'm gonna preface this video with I do have the flu, so right now the energy is kind of low, but I'm still gonna try and record some videos, as well as use that code Modix in the item shop if you do want to support us. It is very helpful for us, so thank you in advance for that. Now, on to my first thoughts. Initially, I'm really liking this new map. The new feel is really cool. I think it's definitely way bigger, and all the different like altitude levels and stuff gives it a really cool feel. All the contracts seem to be spread out pretty well. I haven't seen a huge problem with like spawns and stuff yet, but I do know that that has been some people's concerns, so we'll see how that does affect some of these gameplays throughout the day. Now, with these uplinks and stuff, I feel like more people are able to get to them than, say, on map 1, just because, you know, it's like kind of more central, it feels. Maybe I'm wrong, but let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below, as well as this new Fortuna Pass is looking very cool. Some of the new skins and stuff are absolutely insane. And we're actually going to go head over to these hunts and try and get ourselves some tiers, try and get ourselves up just a little more on this leaderboard so that we can actually win this game. This new map is absolutely stunning. I had to turn my graphics quality down so that this video recording would actually work correctly. But the new map is looking absolutely amazing. Very impressed by the designers and developers for what they have created here. And also with all of the new altitude changes, it's going to add a very cool feel to the game, especially with some of these fights that are happening. You're going to be able to drop down on people and have just some really cool encounters with it, which I'm really looking forward to. As well as a lot more weapon balancing, which is good to see. It's not just all Scrapper and Shattergun anymore, which I really like. You know, there's actually more options, and we do actually hear a player right near us. So my plan here, let them take what they want, and I'm going to try and grab what I can because I need to try and get a better weapon ASAP. So I'm going to grab this right here. There gives me 1 tier. I'm going to settle with 1 tier for now and then just slide away. I'm actually going to go to these 3-star hunts right over here and just go ahead and try and complete those. Give myself a little more of a VP lead here. I am actually going to turn my settings up just a little bit so you guys can see the full effect of the map a little better. Hopefully I don't get too many lag spikes, but for some reason the computer is just not feeling it today. That is okay. We are still producing that content, getting videos out. That's going to be one of the things that I am going to have to learn with all these new elevation changes. It makes it a little harder to try and find where these actual contracts are. And we have a player on us who looks like they have a Scrapper or an ASP Flechette, not sure. Either one, they're both 200 credit weapons, and I don't really want to fight that at a close range especially. Just because a 200 credit weapon at a close range is usually pretty deadly. Even though they did get nerfed, still a viable option for people to be using. Which is good to see that they didn't nerf them out of existence. You know, people are still able to use the guns if they do like them. I haven't really seen any guns that are just insanely overpowered yet, but I'm sure that the meta will form as time goes on. I really want to get down here to some of these hunts, but it's just so much harder to move around the map now. I feel like vehicles are going to be almost a necessity if people are going to want to be getting high VP games and actually able to control these contracts the way that they did back in Season 1. Those bright caps might be worth going for. I think I'm going to go grab them after I do these hunts, but there's might be a player on the hunts. There is a player on the hunts. I don't really feel like fighting at all, but I've got a couple hunt guys on me. So I'm just going to sit back here, snipe at them, and I'm actually going to get pushed again by this player. I'm just going to take shots from deep. And now we do have enough money to purchase our 200 credit weapon. So we're going to go ahead and go slide over here and do that. Oh my lord, there's another player. Okay, kind of intense right now. We got to try and find somewhere we can sit and purchase a 200 credit weapon real quick. I think right here is a good spot. I'm going to go ahead and try out the Lacerator. I have not tried it with the new update, but I have heard that it is pretty good. Same with the PDW Mark II. So we're going to go ahead and actually maybe contest these people now. Try and keep a range, try and keep a distance. And another change that they made that I actually have really been liking so far is the sprint to cancel reload. So now when you reload, you're still able to sprint and run around and do all the things you would do if you were still if you weren't reloading, you know what I mean? So you can actually reload and sprint away, run around, dodge shots. You're not stuck as like a sitting duck anymore, which I think is very, very cool. So honestly, we're going to win this game just from holding uplink the entire time, I think. That's going to be our main priority here. Because of all the action that's going on, I want to make sure that I can hold that. It doesn't seem like anyone's contesting it too bad. That should scare that guy off for now. I'm able to still run while I reload there, which is really cool. It gives it a very, very like good feel whenever you're running around shooting people, and then you can reload and like, you know, run behind some cover or something. It's just a really cool shooter game feel that I really enjoy. Almost more of a Call of Duty feel. It kind of gives it a faster paced mentality behind it almost. Not exactly sure how to explain it, but you guys definitely have to go try it out. A lot of fun happening, and with these new elevation changes, it is absolutely insane. I cannot believe this new map is that crazy. Yeah, this guy is going to definitely try and take my uplink. So we're going to have to try and contest this without forcing a close range fight. I don't know if I can make that jump. So I think what I'm going to do here, I'm going to wait for him to back off a little bit. Or I might be able to just take shots from here. He's shooting me through that little fence. He has an advantage here because I have such a small little area that I have to hit him through. But I can try and do a similar thing. He's going to try and push me here. Now, going to try and use the altitude to my advantage. Maybe he'll drop down as well, and I'll get a couple free shots. But it's not really looking like it. He's going to play it kind of smart, so I'm going to flank around, see if I can get behind and get to the uplink without him actually noticing. Or go do this hunt. He's going to be sitting on that uplink, so we're just going to back off. We're going to let him have it for now. It's just not worth fighting anymore. And we are going to do this hunt to try and get us a little more credits so we can upgrade our weapons, get some abilities, all of that. Another thing that happened, they nerfed melee attacks on players, which I found very interesting. He is right on me now. This guy is definitely playing in a interesting playstyle. And I'm not sure how to counter this. Oh boy. And I just got absolutely destroyed by that mob. So we're going to definitely be on the passive side here, having to run away. Now the bad thing about this sprint cancel reload thing is that now he's able to sprint behind me and still reload, so he can really just run and gun at me very easily. I don't know the new map well enough to actually be able to make good decisions on where to go hide and run away, especially during these fights. So he's going to drop down now, perfect timing for me. Let's see if I can maybe do some damage here. Get him to back off maybe a little bit. This is really going to put us behind in VPs. I might honestly just go down here so I can go respawn. Yeah. Now I can go respawn back in my pod and actually get some contracts done. Because I've not been able to do hardly any contracts with all the PvP that's going on in that middle area. It's definitely kind of the hot spot on this map. So I might need to try the strategy of just running around the outskirts of the map and just see how that works out for me. As well as the PDW seems like it might be the best gun to be using. Right now the Lacerator is feeling good, but it's just not as good as I was kind of hoping for. Maybe I had too high of expectations for it. I was kind of hoping for back in like release, or no, playtest for Lacerator. Any of you played back then, you know what I'm talking about. Lacerator that just shred through everyone. And I mean, now we kind of got to make up a VP disadvantage. We're down by only 2. Again, the new map does put me at a disadvantage because I don't know it as well as some of these other people might because they put in the playtest. But at the same time, no one is as familiar with this map as they were with map number 1. So everyone is kind of trying to find their way around, figure out what is going on, which is kind of a very cool thing, especially when a new map gets released. You know, you get to kind of reset almost. I thought it would have been cool if they would have reset everyone back to level 1 factions and given everyone the same starter weapons, and you had to just kind of make your way as if you were a new player. But also I can see how that would be a bad idea with some of the returning players that don't want to have to do that entire grind again. But just an idea for the future. It would be very cool to see a reset so that we would be able to just grind our way back up. And now, something that I'm experiencing an issue with here is the elevation change. The Dragonfly suit might actually be way more viable than it used to be. I used to make fun of the Dragonfly suit a lot because it just was not ever any good. Now we got this guy shooting at us and doing a lot of damage also, hitting his shots. So we're just going to run away. We're going to PvP this entire game. We cannot die here. I don't know what gun that guy has, and we are actually going to go down. This has been the first look at map 2. If you made it this far into the video, I appreciate you all very, very, very much. He was using a lacerator. Maybe I need better mods on mine. I'm not sure. Made it this far in the video. Thank you very much. Be sure to use that code Modix in the item shop. It helps us so much. I appreciate you all for watching, and I will see you in the next one.